Okay, you might ask me why I'm drawing these holes. This is because I created a new system for the filtering of my 3D printer enclosure. So because of that, I was looking online something that I can exchange the air from inside of enclosure with outside. At the same time, that will have a filter on it because maybe I want to just to exchange the air to keep the negative pressure inside of the enclosure and to keep the temperature not above 40 degrees. I had to create something that will filter the air because, as you can see, I'm using my 3D printer inside of my house. I don't want to be breathing the particles of the printing, the plastics in the air. I don't know if it's like dangerous for health, but anyway, this is another case. I just want also to have the enclosure because enclosure will keep the sound low. Because of that, I have to make an enclosure, but I have to come with solution of cleaning the air inside of the room. So because of that, first I do this hole. This hole is the top of my enclosure, example. And here we can put our HEPA filter on top. We can close the hole and open the hole. Because sometimes we are printing also high temperature filaments like ABS or nylon. So we don't want the air to escape from inside of our enclosure, so we can just close it, right? And when we want the ventilation to happen, we can just open it and we can add our HEPA filter. And after HEPA filter, we can add also the carbon, stack the carbon. Let me show you here. This is HEPA, this is carbon, right? The carbon filter will be on top. And inside here, I designed it such a way you can put your carbon here inside. And you can, they have magnets. The carbon one have magnets, is 5 millimeter. I will list everything in the printables. You can go and read, you'll see which pieces you'll need for this setup. So you can use the carbon filter on top of HEPA filter. And here we will have the fan, the fan, cooling fan that will remove the air from inside the printer, right? So to keep the negative pressure inside of the printer. So I designed it for 60 millimeter fan that will be on top here. So they all stack on each other. You just need a couple of M320. All of them need M320 millimeters. And after you put the fan on top, and then after you have the last part that also you have magnet that will just stuck on it. You can use your pipe here. It will just, because it has magnet, it will just pop. Okay? Here I have a pipe to give you an example. It's 60 millimeter, by the way, 60 millimeter diameter for the tube. You can just put it, and then you can have exchange air from your printer to outside of your house if you want with this pipe, right? But because we already have so many filters, if you don't want to change it to outside of your house, you can change it also, even by opening it. You can breathe this air because you have already many filters here, right? The air is coming cleaner from your printer, from your enclosure. And if you want to go more crazy, because here I have 60 millimeter, you can go with 120 millimeter fan. You can put this also on top here. Because the holes, actually they are aligned for 120 millimeter fan. That the distance in between them is 105. 105 for the holes. You can just put on top. So you will have even stronger fan that will be cooling your printer. But this is too overkill. If you're using your printer inside of your house, this will be quite noisy. I'm using this GDSTIME dual ball bearing fan. They are actually quite loud, a little bit loud to have inside of house. But if you have your printer in the farm, you can just put them on top. So it's really strong. It can suck anything inside of your printer, probably even your print parts. Even if you want, you can stack two of them on top of each other, but this is too crazy. I don't recommend do that. And yeah, guys, now you just need to put this thing together with a couple of M3 screws, some magnets. This one I use 6 millimeter magnets. It's still missing one more here. 60 millimeters to connect them. For the filter, 5mm, so they will just fit on top of each other. Okay, also we have one more thing.
But we do have one more thing.
I recommend if you are using this 120mm fan, please don't put your finger on this. This thing is too powerful and is dangerous. You can cut your finger. So I bought this cover. You can print also a cover for it. So to protect you from touching it, or want also to add it outside of your house. I will design something to keep it outside of the house. Make sure also you cover it so you will not have bugs and insects entering your house from this hole, okay? That's all. No, we still have one more thing.
One more thing.
If you want also to exchange your air inside of the printer, just to clean the air, you can use this one, and then you poke another hole in your printer top or side, so the air will be exchanging inside, okay? Don't need to be so big. You can print something also small. Maybe I will design something and share in printables. You can just exchange the air inside. So you don't need to have a filter inside of your printer taking more space. You can have filter outside of your printer and then exchanging the air from this small tube. And the tube doesn't need to be so long because it's just like this. Example here will be the other hole. It will just be exchanging the air, okay? I hope everything is clear. If you have any question, let me know in the comment. I can do some tests right now for you so you can listen the sound difference between this humongous fan and the difference with this small 60mm. This 60mm can take out 13 CFM of air outside, and this one is 38. It's pretty strong. It can pull a lot of air in, per second. So I will do some tests for you, and I recommend you, if you know how to solder and use the controller, you can do that. So you can control also the RPM on this fans, because maybe you don't need them every time to be running 100%. Let me show you the noise difference between them. Actually, here I have also so many GDSTIME fan, all size of them. I have this is 40mm, I have this 50mm, 60mm, and 20mm. I tried all of them. I think the sweet spot is 60mm. It will keep your printer in the good temperature, 40 degrees, no problem. It depends also the size of your enclosure. If you have a bigger enclosure, my enclosure is this size. I don't know the size, but anyway, it's not so big. So this one is enough. So let me show you, do some tests, sound tests, and I will put some dB so you can see which one do you like. If you are going to get the 60mm, or if you're going to get the 120mm. And by the way, if you want, also you can use the setup just with carbon, or if you want, you can use it just with the HEPA filter. But the best is the combination of both, so you can get everything at once. So let's do some tests. I'm going to show you what's the sound level of each one of these fans, so you can see which one do you want to get for your enclosure. Because I know that efficacy of the fan is important, but also the sound level. So for me, sound level is so important because I have the printer in my house, as I said, so I listen to it all the time. Let's do the first test with the 20mm. It's too small. I cannot test this one now. Okay, let's do it first with the 40mm. I guess the energy is not passing by. So let's try to fix that. The problem should be negative. Okay, now it should be working. Okay, let's try first with the 40mm fan. The distance is 60mm from my phone, okay? Let's check how many dBs it will make. Right now, how many dBs will have when I'm quiet? 43 dBs, okay? So let's turn it on So as you can see here, we get 74 dBs for the 40 millimeter fan. And for the 50 millimeter fan, let's see how many dBs. 71 dBs. 71. Actually, these pull more amount of air outside. That's why I like bigger fan, because they pull more amount of air and they are less noisier. So the ratio, the sound by amount of air CFM is putting outside, I think bigger fan is better. 50 millimeter is better than 40. But also keep in mind that this is dual ball bearing and this one is sleeve fan. Sleeve bearing, this one is dual ball bearing. Yes. Maybe also that one can impact the sound quality. Now the next one we will do with the 60 millimeter that already installed inside here. I don't want to remove it, but still let's keep the same distance and test it. This one is 72 dB, 72 dBs, but maybe I should put it upside down like the others. (73 dBs, 73 dBs for 60 millimeter. For 60 millimeter, 73 dBs. And now let's go for this beast that I should be careful because it can move because it's too powerful. This beast, let me see how many. Oh, my crimping thing is coming out. I need to do a new one. Okay, they are both inside. I see. Oh, it scares me because every time it's moving and then I cannot stop it with my finger because this thing is like almost metallic. It's so hard, it can hurt you guys. So don't put your finger there. Maybe I will try to hold it like this. But it's like a jet engine, it's too loud. I can control with this knob here. This is fun. This is 8 volts, 10 volts, 11, 12. I think running this in 12 volts will be okay. I don't know the amount of the hair is pulling on this voltage. Maybe I will find a way to calculate it, but I think if you use it inside of your house, at least lower the voltage. That's loud. That's super loud. 93 dBs. Yeah, as you can see, this one is a monster. It can suck even the parts of your print parts from your enclosure because it's too loud. Yeah, then guys, that's all. Please hit the like button and comment and all this good stuff and make this video for more people to see with the algorithm. Help me because I'm a small YouTuber. I want my thing to be seen so I can keep making stuff like this, okay? And I'm going to share all these things in printables. You can just go and download for free now. So that's all for today. Stay awesome. Peace.